Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's discuss about eligibility criteria. So for a trademark also there is eligibility criteria. That means since your product is there, your name has to be a little bit different. It should be whatever the slogans you are giving, whatever the name you are giving, it has to have some description like whatever just examples I gave. Next, also it should have some similarity, okay, so that you can go for the what you say, the competing, all those things, it will come into picture. So example we are having, so few eligibility criteria are there if in order to pass the condition, or you can say to make it as to classify it as a trademark legally. So for goods or services to be legally classified as trademarks, they need to pass the following conditions. What are those conditions? The first thing is distinctiveness. They have to be distinct from other products or goods or services. Here it doesn't mean that only goods, it can be services also. So that's why even services also can get the trademark. Okay, distinctiveness, that is the first point. Next, descriptiveness, and then finally similarity to the prior marks. So first thing is distinctiveness. Let's discuss about it. So now what do you mean by distinctiveness? The only thing is just make sure that the criteria is so that it should have some uniqueness, okay, so that the user can identify it as a trademark. Understanding, trademark is simple synonym as a landmark, what we call. We say, for example, if I ask you where exactly are you there in Bangalore city, or you might not be there, you might be there in some place, but that place is not so famous. But when you say I am near Mantri Mall or Garuda Mall or maybe Majestic Metro or Jayanagar Metro, the people will understand. And near Silk Board, the people will understand. Near to that, that itself will act as what, the landmark. Understanding, the people are giving you the very famous or well known what you call the landmark, or you can say well known buildings, or maybe the shopping malls or whatever it is. So that will act as a landmark. Like similarly here also, whatever the goods and services you are seeking the protection of trademark, okay, that should pass enough uniqueness. There should be little bit uniqueness to identify it as a trademark. It must be capable of identifying the source of the goods or services in the target market, and that is the distinctiveness. That's how your product or your service or your good has to be distinctive, okay, little bit uniqueness. Next, descriptiveness. So descriptiveness is nothing but what, the trademark should not be describing the description of the concerned goods or services. So whenever there is when you see the descriptionness, okay, when you are having a particular goods and services are there, it should not have it should not be describing it. Descriptive marks are unlikely to be protected under the trademark. However, descriptive words may be registered if they acquire secondary meaning. For example, if any meaning comes, secondary meaning, such as the brand Apple is used in USA for what, you can also use as iPhone, right? So the Apple is widely used in USA based on the multinational companies that manufactures electronic gadgets. So there is no direct description. Usually the trademark should not have the direct description. Remember that. See, I cannot say that now everybody know that the Apple is a trademark, right? But do you think whether this Apple company is creating any selling any apples? No, there is no direct description. What you say, the description is not directly related to that particular goods or product. Okay, so trademark should not be describing the description of the concerned goods or services. So Apple is not describing the description of the whatever the electronic gadgets or whatever laptops, phone, or whatever it is. Understanding? So all the trademark does happen like that. For example, a Raymond Raymond is a company which produces the textile, right? So what they have to tell now, they have to describe in a such way that directly they can't tell it's a textile company, but somehow the meaning has to be there, the complete man, right? So they are not even saying the man pants or man shirts or something like that, or they are also not saying the clothes, okay, but they are mentioning the complete man. Okay, there is no direct description here. Okay, so like that. So Amul, the taste of India. Next we are having Tata Tea, Jagore. All these things will be right. And Airtel is a SIM provider, right? Or it's a network provider, and it is selling Har Ek Friend Zaruri Bataye. There is no direct connection, and it's not talking about network. Okay, and ICICI Bank, Hum Haina. So they are not talking. They are not mentioning any money or interest in that slogan. Okay, so like that. So description, whatever is with it, that usually should not directly related. And a best example is the Apple, where the Apple company, we say the Apple company, but actually it's not an Apple company. Understanding? So similarity to the prior market, the mark should be unique and should not be having similarity to the existing marks. If at all already there are already trademark marks are there, okay, you cannot use those things. Understanding? So it will act as what, again you have copied somebody's design, somebody's logo, or somebody's title, or somebody's slogan. Again, you cannot start in the next day you cannot start some company and call your slogan as thing different, because it's already taken by the Apple. Or you cannot start your hotel or some new business in terms of food, this thing, and you cannot put a logo as it finger licking, it's finger licking good. You cannot do, because KFC is already taken. So like that, many things are there, and that's how what you call the things work here. So distinctiveness, descriptiveness, and similarity to the prior market. Distinctiveness, unique property should be there. That means you can't, if you are there in the near Mantri Mall, you will say near Mantri Mall. If there are again one more Mantri Mall is there, then there is no uniqueness. So people will get confused, right? Similarly, here also uniqueness should be there, so that the people will differentiate your goods or services from others. Next, descriptiveness, it should not be directly describing the concerned goods or services. It should have some indirect what you call the approaches, like how Apple has got. So Apple is a company, but which is not looking into the Apple's export and import, but is looking after the manufacturing of electronic gadgets. Next, similarity to the prior marks means the your trademark should not be as similar as the already existing things. So that's it. Next topic we are having, who can apply for trademark, that we will discuss in the next class.